welcome to Twin Turbo. My name is Nick, and today we are doing the Add 1 carbon fiber heat shields for the engine intakes. So these were actually sent to me by Add 1, so thank you guys very much for sending me these to show everybody how to install them and how they're gonna look.
All right guys, and if you go to their website here, they have more than just the engine intake covers. They do oil catch cans, blow-off valves, adapters, a lot of just miscellaneous proprietary things that they do. They are an R&D engineering company, so they do have some innovative products, but they do also, I noticed, have these pretty cool little Kia Stinger overlay gauges there. So I'll link their information down in the description below, and you guys can check them out.
Right now we're getting about a 90 degree temp on the actual cone. Let's see what the tube is. Now that's 107. I'm actually thinking about wrapping those in some titanium header wrap. Comment down below if you think that's a good idea. I know these look beautiful, but functionality wise. So yeah, we're at about 110. This one is about 110, 105. So this, I bet, is the hottest over here where the turbo exhaust manifold is. Yeah, 120, 230 down there, 160. Yeah, so that's definitely the hottest part of this engine, guys. Jeez. Okay, so yeah, let's let this sit here for a second. We'll let it cool off, but this is such an easy install. I know I say that all the time, but literally, you guys are gonna laugh at how easy this is. Like, I'll have this done in probably 5 minutes. Yeah, let me get some, let me show you guys real quick what we're working with. These are the Add 1 carbon fiber. They are gloss. I gotta stay hydrated. Hope you guys are staying hydrated, especially down there in Florida. I miss Florida. We're gonna bust the drone out. Let's do this real quick. Is this my good side? Hold on, let me get a pump real quick before we do this. Okay guys, make sure that you guys are always wearing eye protection, and you should be wearing gloves. We allowed the engine to cool down completely before we started working on it, but I don't want you guys burning yourself. I have prescription sunglasses on, so I'm good. Now, when you install the engine intakes, make sure you guys leave an accessible point for that clamp, that worm clamp. As you can see, we're just gonna loosen this. And all we wanna do here, see that? You see? We wanna leave it like that, okay? So the Add 1 logo's on both sides. Doesn't matter. There's no left, there's no right. Okay, so what we wanna do, slide this down in here like this. And then we just wanna set that on there. Okay, like so. Okay, so show them that. So we're on, guys, okay? We're on. Now, I think some of this is gonna be a personal preference of how you want it. I want my cone underneath also to be covering, because it's gonna let heat in over there. I'm gonna probably do it like that. Right there, and that also allows the Add 1 to show, so we're still accessible. It's very important that you guys are lined up with this because we don't want to compromise the seal of this cone. Okay, so I think I loosened it a little too much, but that's okay because we're almost back on now. Now these are worm clamps, guys. Don't go psycho on them. And again, we're all the way around. We're good to go. There's one. So, you know, you pop the hood, show people your stuff. Boom, you got carbon fiber right there. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. This side looks like it's even more open. It'll be probably a little bit easier. Okay, so you see how there's 3? So only 2 were on when I tightened it down. So the one right here, that's gonna be all the way back underneath here when we turn this over. It's gonna basically almost be on the bottom. You want to ensure that's on there. So the way to do that, I kind of just slid it over so all 3 of these prongs are on top. Made this as loose as possible, so now I know that all of them are covered. So now, let me just recenter this. Now we're good. Okay, so I was ensuring that all the prongs are covered, and they are now. This back one wasn't. It's really hard to see. Now, I can tighten it down and we'll be done with this one. This one wasn't too bad. And that's wrapped all the way under, guys, so I know for sure that's blocking the heat from the underside. That turbo gets insanely hot. That's why it's imperative that you guys let your oil get to operating temperature before you start doing pulls to make sure that oil is flowing up to those turbos. Like, probably the most important thing you could do. That, and let your engine run for a minute before you stop and shut the engine off. That's why the turbo timer is a really nice feature to have. And again, not too crazy tight, but make sure there's no gaps right here, guys. It's very important that your air cone filter is back where it was, and also ensure that each prong is under the worm clamp and that nothing's moving. So this is solid as a rock. And in case you're worried, the front of these heat shields, they come to a point. So the snorkel that's connected up here, guys, it's still getting air. It's still ramming in the front here, because as you can see, the front has an opening, right? So the snorkel is still ramming air underneath here. It's still cooling it off well. I'm not worried about that at all. It's getting proper flow. This is gonna be beneficial. This is gonna help block that heat from this insanely hot engine we have here. This 3.3 gets extremely hot. One down, one to go. We're about 4 minutes in. We've been here for like 15 minutes. This is so easy. And then I'm over here dropping my screwdriver 20 times.
For your viewers, make sure that they have a fatter screwdriver.
Yeah, it looks like maybe a 6 mil, 7 mil socket also would work. That would be the best, socket, and just kind of give it a hand. Again, Mishi, come over here. Let's show them real fast. We got it all the way loose, not completely off, but you know, right before it's getting ready to stop. So as you can see all that play we got? We're gonna take our heat shield, just kind of drop it in here, over here like this, and get this. Might have to move this hose just a tad. And then we're gonna, what's up here? What is that? Some sort of harness up there. Okay, there we go. That's where I wanna be, guys, right there. Perfect. I just wanna make sure that that ring clamp is over all 3 prongs. That's the most important part. Okay, yes, we are, sweet. Now that I know all 3 are covered, let's situate our add 1 heat shield. Okay, see how everything's twisting over here? See how the filter's twisting and this is twisting? I wanna get it like that, and that's where we wanna double check everything, because now we're gonna make our final tightening here. Go underneath here. You can feel, guys, this thing wraps around very far. We actually wanna bring it towards me just a little bit more. We don't wanna hide the beautiful carbon fiber. It's kind of like a fine line of like, it's gotta block the heat, but it wants to look pretty. I think right here is the perfect spot for it. When you do yours, you can adjust it. If you want a little more carbon fiber to show, I'm sure that's okay. But I really want to ensure that the whole underside of this engine is completely blocked with this. That's why some of it's being exposed over here on this side, but that's fine. And I think that's why they have their logo right there. It's just like dead in the middle. I think this is a perfect way for you to make sure they're in the right spot. Okay, so now that I know all 3 clamps are on here, everything's lined up, there's no gap in the air filter, in the cone filter, and the tube, we're completely solid. Let's just give everything a, oh yeah, that's really firm. We're good to go, guys, awesome. I would say, honestly, realistically, if you have a thicker flathead, 10 minutes, take your time. You don't wanna scratch the carbon up. Yeah, we'll take a look at this. This is beautiful. I mean, that just looks amazing. They're both symmetrical. That's a great idea. Good job, Add One. Good job. And remember, life is too short to drive boring cars. Mishi doesn't like that statement. Is that an expensive statement?
It is.
So we're done. I'm gonna go ahead and just grab the microfiber cloth, guys. Make sure you guys are following me on Instagram. Add One, I think they're about to start an Instagram account. All their information is down below. If you wanna contact me, I will get you in touch with how to get these intakes and everything you see on this car. I got a bunch of other videos showing you how to do detailed install videos, review videos. We're about to get involved with other cars, doing reviews and really getting into some cool stuff. Drones, videography. I'm dabbling in some other stuff and networking with other people. The Logic ECU tunes are coming. We got a giveaway with 3 items. We got a lot going on, so make sure you guys are follow me on Instagram, because I do a lot of behind the scenes stuff there. Some stuff that just doesn't make it to YouTube because it's just, I don't have the time to make YouTube videos all the time. Yeah? What do you think, Bebe? You like it?
Yeah.
I love the little gloss. It's like, it leaves a little bit of gloss aspect, like my gloss black paint. I like it. It looks really good in person, but you know, it is carbon fiber. Beautiful Mishi. Thank you so much for helping out. Vice President Twin Turbo LLC right there. Or should I say the accountant? Yeah, I think you should be the accountant. Obviously these are ambient temp, 80 degrees, 81. Be interesting because honestly, however hot that these carbon fiber shields are, whatever the difference is there, that would be the amount of temperature it's blocking. So, I mean, it's gonna do something. All right, just got out the interstate. They're definitely reading more heat on the side, down low, like right there. 125. What's the filter reading? About 112, 109. If the filter underneath there is 109, and the outside of this heat shield in the same spot is 122, that means it's definitely blocking heat. So it's definitely blocking some heat, for sure. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. And as always, I appreciate all the support. I'll do some community polls on YouTube here shortly. We got a lot of really cool stuff going on right now. Again, thank you so much, Ad1, for sending me these heat shields. You know, I'm gonna check the JB4 IATs and see if they help at all. I'm sure it's gonna help a few degrees, couple degrees. We're going in the right direction. I'm not expecting dramatic results or anything like that. But if I do end up wrapping the engine intakes in titanium header wrap, I am expecting probably a little bit more going in the right direction. So, love it. Thank you, Ad1. We appreciate you. That's it. Peace.